Pride Month.
Do you know what this one is?
What do you mean?
So,
This is one of the ones where I started babbling and just like how incredibly cool this was.
you said, would you buy? This was a comic fest, and I showed you this, and you said, and you walked away. And I was holding it like, this is so good, and you just kind of like, and then, but then you started seeing them, and it changed.
You can get old and have closed minds. To be open. I admit it.
But this looks just fantastic.
Yes.
Look at the color of it. I mean, the fact that he does the color of the rainbow on the logo too. Things like that. Just he cares. That's what's clear. like with
This one
Rich.
is just.
But it's like it's the opposite of Rich. You know, like it's. Do you feel menaced with this one?
Well, I was gonna say, what I get from this, like, the line work is so organized, but so almost decadent, right? It's all these fluids. It almost reminds me a little bit of Basil Wolverton. It's got like this excess of lines, but this clarity of the drawing. It's just amazing, and it extends all the way up into the logo as well. Like, there's just a lot happening everywhere, all at once, and yet it's entirely clear.
And how many gags are there in Hot Stuff covers of Hot Stuff getting wet? Like that's like and yet they're all unique. This one has its own qualities to it, but that's just like a running gag, right?
Well,
in Hot Stuff.
I mean, little Lotta has 2 jokes. Or she's breaking something because she's so happy, or she's riding an elephant. Yeah, but there's not very many, but there's tons of them that I would put up on this.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And for many people, Stumbo is their sentimental favorite. You know, because I don't even know how that works. Like his body and everything is not how anybody else draws giants. So much that I did 2 of them.
He's an unusual drawing of a character. He's sort of drawn from the perspective of somebody down below looking up. That's why his head is smaller and his legs are thicker and bigger. It's a, I mean, it's also, this is famously, I think Kremer may have created this character, and it was his favorite character and that kind of thing. It wasn't, I've been told, a best-selling book, but a lot of people I know, I loved it. A lot of people loved it as a kid, and it looks great. They definitely put a lot of effort into it.
He did Stumbo, Hot Stuff, and Richie Rich sort of is debatable.
Those are all the original characters.
Those are his.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Warren Kremer
Cool.
in his earliest days. This is him with his wife. You haven't seen these because these came from the family last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Somebody got COVID last year.
Oh, yeah, you missed it. That was great, having the whole family up here on stage.
Yeah.
Last year, Warren Kremer was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Almost unilaterally by Jim.
I worked hard on it.
I don't want to share too much behind the scenes stuff, but was it Karen or Maggie?
It was Karen.
Karen said, correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, but when we started our meetings for the Hall of Fame, Karen Green, comics librarian at Columbia University, said, well, I think we all know we're not getting out of here alive until Warren Kremer is chosen.
And that was the only discussion we had about.
That was all we needed.
There he is.
When he did some, Marvel at one point did Star Comics, and Maurice Severin and Sid Jacobson and a few other people said, one of the greatest comics artists you guys have ever seen was coming in to do covers for Star. And the whole problem with it is Shooter just sort of shut down all this lovely play in this stuff, and Star Comics kind of became Marvel comic covers, and it was just sort of like, what's the big deal? I mean, that was my take on it as, you know, a snooty little 28-year-old junkies on shit at that point. And I was like, I just didn't get it.
No, it was reminiscent of Jack the Hack kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was just only you were the one doing it, but,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else. Well, really, to this day, people don't understand how important and how good he is, unless you join People's History of Comics. Okay. Now, I'm gonna turn it over,
Mark.
you do the next round.
I have to do all the little dots.
But I'm.
No, can you just flip through them? I'm actually too tired to stand up.
Okay, oh yeah, no, you talk, yeah,
I will
absolutely.
talk.
Okay.
I mean, I think for me, it's the way that dots take over the universe, and she's just able to transform everything. As there's this willpower of a little kid saying, I'm gonna make this all dots. And then he's taking everything from the bubbles of the sea to the fish, and he's putting them in her universe. And I love that transformation. My universe rules the world.
Yeah, that's that notion that we're seeing how Dot sees the world. And that's the fascinating thing about her. And they get crazy, but this is not Dot, this is water. This is water
just
stuff.
This is more water stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think once again, we're seeing like really fancy coloring on the one on the right with the water. And we're seeing yellow water, but it works because he's playing with it. And we have the gold on the sand. There's a thing with using making triangles with the fish to hold center of your eye on Casper. I mean, one of the things, he's not using a lot of fancy rendering, but he's always keeping you really focused where your eye should be going, whether it's here's the treasure and not getting lost in the skeleton and distracting your eye from Casper being a little worried about making that skeleton jump, as he explores.
Because ghosts are easily spooked.
Yeah, Casper's so sweet. He doesn't
Yeah, but
want to scare anybody.
Casper's a Spooky's a total coward most of the time.
Yeah, oh yeah. Do you have the apples and spiders one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. I'm too much of a Democrat to like Richie Rich.
Can I, since I'll go back, can I take Richie Rich?
Yeah, you take Richie Rich.
I'll step up. Just one quick anecdote too, if I could. So this goes along with the swimming. So when I was a kid, my dad was a gym teacher. But in summers he worked as a lifeguard at a local country club in the city in New Jersey where we lived. And my brother and I were allowed to go swimming at the country club, but it was made very clear to us that we didn't belong there because we weren't members. And at one point, I had a stack of Richie Rich comics that I was reading, by the pool, and I accidentally left behind Richie Rich Zillions #1, and one of the rich kids stole it from me, and that's not only like my comic book origin story, but I think that's also like my political origin story. But the swimming I love, and just the green color on this cover going along with the darker green that was on the Casper cover, like those are colors that would have stood out to me as a kid especially. But all the crisscrossing waves in there, and just the enormous amount of stuff that Richie's finding here at the bottom of the ocean, or wherever this is. This could be a swimming pool too, for all we know. And the fact that he's got this giant fish bowl that he can get into and feed the fish. himself and how happy all those fish are, that he's in there feeding them. Even the bubbles, the stream of bubbles looks different here than there's more overlapping bubbles it seems than there were in the others. I'm not sure. But
Yeah, especially with the dot line, with dots, like bubbles just to go with the cover, and they're very restrained overlapping sequence.
Yeah, but would it be that then that like dots bubbles have to be dots, like they have to be separated where?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
totally,
totally.
yeah.
This is just bubble, Kirby Crackle is bubble.
Kirby Crackle hasn't disappeared.
Alonso, you were talking about apprehension on that other one?
Yeah.
The fishbowl in the bedroom makes me nervous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most kids would not survive that.
Yeah.
Is that in the bedroom or is that just the fishbowl room that in
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Rich
that's-
mansion?
Yes, that's,
It's just one room.
all right, so we are doing the ocean. Do you keep going through the ocean, the water things?
I have not even seen the hot stuff one. I don't remember the hot stuff one.
Oh, it's a good one.
But it's a good one. One of the things I really love about Kremer's stuff is the characters' powers are always putting them into this situation. You're getting the acting of my power, my mighty power of being hot, just blew myself out through my, taking a vacation with the life raft. I mean, and Lotta's got the same problem with, I'm trying to have fun and I don't get anywhere. I mean, he's showing you jokes through the power of the characters and not getting stuck on the idea of having a joke about something completely unrelated to the characters. And I think that's what makes these so strong, is it's the characters doing who they are that causes all your problems in life, which we all know that, you know, when you get into a fight with your partner, you're doing something that's totally intrinsic to who you are, and you bring home the 5 millionth Kirby book, and she's like, really? Never happened in my house.
We could just talk about that for the rest of the day.
Yeah, we could go through, everybody could go through and name 4 things they have to do that gets them messed up in the world.
You know, I was, no, but what was it? I'll think about it. It was something directed at you, Andrew, and I can't.
Is it the fish, the facial expressions on the fish?
No, it wasn't, I forgot what it was. Cause it's nothing directed directly at little Lotta. It'll come to me tomorrow.
I mean,